All right, so we're talking aim, right? We've already talked about heads, head shape. We've talked about hosel. Now we're going to talk about lines. Lines are a really big deal, and everybody seems to think lines are one of the most important aspects to the putter, and I have to beg to differ, and I have to agree. The problem in some cases, lines can be really, really detrimental, and in many cases, lines are very important. Where does a line need to be? That's the question, right? So when we go to buy a putter, let's say we go to one of the big block retailers, we're looking at all these variables on the rack. And we're always getting stuck with lines where they choose to put a line. That doesn't work for me because that's not the process, right? So I've got a line template that I invented years ago that allowed me to put this in the cavity of a putter and draw lines. So I could draw 3 lines on the top, 3 lines on the bottom, and I could draw a myriad of different line combinations. 2 on top, 1 on bottom, 2 on bottom, 1 on top. So it allowed me the flexibility to know more about lines than anybody in the golf industry. Because I've had the ability to see what they do, not only with the hosel, what they do with the head and length, but how people perceive and use lines, right? So a line is an attention grabber. A line is saying, hey, look at me over here. A line produces x-axis geometry. So we have the y-axis here, which is mandatory with the putter face, right? We got the z-axis, which is the head, the hosel, how it goes in there, and we got the x-axis, which could be shaped, so the pocket, but it also could be the pungency of lines. And lines can be really, really, really complicated. Often, for example, mallet has a round shape to it, right? It focuses our patterns forward, but we throw a lot of lines in the back, and now we've negated the value of a mallet. So we have to look at what lines actually contribute to the putter. Maybe it's just one little small line on the top. Maybe it's 3 on top to really throw focus forward, right? Or maybe it's 3 in the back that really say, hey, look back, that you need something to look really open so you feel like you got to really close it, right? So lines are a huge, huge deal. Know your lines. Know what works for you in terms of lines, and you'll probably always look and gravitate towards putters that have certain line combinations. So we've been very fortunate to, with this line template, to have the knowledge of lines that we've created little line templates that we can put inside of our new line of putters that actually allow us to play around with little differences in line combinations. If you wanted to swap it out, get a different look, we can do that with lines. In this new template format.